One of the main things that over the last 10 years that I've been actually researching, when I was studying psychology, when I was studying helping clients as an executive consultant, I was trying to figure out, like, what makes certain executives, certain people more successful than the others, what makes certain companies more successful, and what makes, certain, executives or professionals a lot more happier. Because I saw there's quite a strong relationship between happiness and success and how well you perform. So I see that, and I see when I was working with professionals, like the ones who are generally happier also tend to perform better. And then I wanted to know, they're going through the same issues as I'm going through. How are they responding to these things differently, right? So that's what I started to research, and then I wanted to know what makes people achieve more than the other. Why do certain people achieve their dreams and why others don't? And is there actually a way to make it happen? So these are the questions I've been researching myself. So that's essentially what I will talk about from what I found out so far, and the strategies that work for me. So we'll talk about that. So one of the main things that my research strategy have been always essentially, study the best to become the best. So when I look at, when, like, I created essentially a pool of individuals, right, that I thought, from, I mean, we don't know for 100%, but I have, because I haven't met any of them yet. They look happy what they're doing. They seem to love what they're doing. They look happy what they're doing, and they seem to be very successful. So I started to collect habits, right, and thoughts and mindsets of people, right, and to see, what type of habits, these individuals have. Like, for example, what type of habits does Jeff Bezos have, Warren Buffett has, Oprah Winfrey has, Elon Musk have, Steph Curry. Like, basically different fields. So basically, professional who I consider to be, you know I can idolize. You know what I mean? So I wanted to see what makes him so different. So, and then I started to create, essentially, make a list of patterns. A list. Basically, I started to recognize a pattern, actually, in them. All right, when I started to look at how Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey, how they set goals, very different from, how I used to say. I'm not gonna say average people because, people, I cannot really say with average. I can tell you that I didn't really set goals that way, and I can tell, okay, that could be one of the reasons that I didn't have what I wanted in my life, and the way they, conduct the rest of their life as well. So there's quite a few patterns that I recognize in terms of habits, but there also, I recognize there's quite a interesting attitude towards life and towards other people, towards business, among these individuals, and it's not what I initially thought how they look at the world. So how it seems like what I've discovered is that how you look at the world reflects into your reality, and that's what I saw among them.